Welcome to my channel. Don't spend that old penny just yet, because the United States Lincoln Memorial cent in your pocket could be worth serious money. That's right, some rare high-grade examples of this everyday coin have sold for hundreds, even thousands of dollars, with the right condition and unique features. Let's get started. First up, the 1964 Lincoln Memorial cent stands as a cherished piece in American numismatics, not just for its historical context, but also for its role as a transitional marker in U.S. coinage history. Struck at the Denver Mint and bearing the D mint mark, this coin was part of the last large mintage of copper-based Lincoln cents, before the economic changes of the late 1960s began altering metal compositions across denominations. Its enduring appeal among collectors stems from its status as a classic mid-century example of the Memorial cent series, its massive mintage, and its collectability in high-grade or uncirculated condition. While common in circulated grades, premium examples, especially those with full luster, deep original red coloration, and minimal contact marks, are highly sought after today, making the 1964 Lincoln cent a staple in many comprehensive penny collections. In 1964, the U.S. Mint ramped up coin production in response to a growing coin shortage, resulting in one of the largest mintage years for the cent, over 3.8 billion pieces from the Denver Mint alone. Despite this immense production, the coin holds historical value as part of the broader Lincoln cent legacy, the longest-running coin series in U.S. history, and symbolizes Lincoln's enduring influence in American culture. The 1964 Lincoln cent features Victor David Brenner's iconic right-facing portrait of President Lincoln on the obverse, originally introduced in 1909 and slightly modified for clarity over the decades. The reverse, crafted by Frank Gasparo, presents the Lincoln Memorial in striking detail. With careful magnification, a tiny representation of the Lincoln statue is visible between the columns, a subtle nod to the coin's historical depth. The coin is composed of 95% copper and 5% zinc, weighs 3.11 grams, and has a diameter of 19 millimeters. The 1964 Lincoln Memorial cent remains a historically significant and visually compelling coin that continues to attract seasoned collectors and newcomers alike, offering both nostalgic and investment value for those dedicated to preserving America's rich numismatic heritage. And secondly, the Lincoln Memorial cent holds a modest but notable place in numismatics, particularly as part of the long-running Lincoln series that began in 1909. While not rare in circulated condition, its appeal lies in its historical continuity and the shift it represents in mid-20th century coinage. Collectors often seek high-grade examples or unusual varieties, as the coin marks a period of transition in minting practices and public sentiment toward small change currency. Its affordability and accessibility make it a favorite among new collectors, while specialists value pristine specimens for their condition and potential errors. Historically, the 1966 cent was minted during a time of economic change, with the U.S. moving away from silver coinage and grappling with rising metal costs. Struck in Philadelphia, no mint mark, Denver, D, and San Francisco, S. It continued the Lincoln Memorial reverse design introduced in 1959, honoring the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. The coin's production coincided with the peak of the Great Society era, adding subtle cultural relevance. While no major historical events directly tied to its minting, its sheer volume, over 2 billion struck, reflects its role in everyday commerce during the 1960s. The coin features Victor D. Brenner's iconic Lincoln bust on the obverse, paired with Frank Gasparo's memorial reverse. Struck in 95% copper, with 5% zinc and tin until mid-1982. Its 19 mm size and 3.11 g weight are standard for the era. High-grade examples exhibit sharp details in Lincoln's hair and the memorial's columns, with full steps on the reverse being a key marker of quality. Notable varieties include the rare 1966 Special Mint Set cents, which display sharper strikes and satin-like finishes, though these are often confused with proofs. Error collectors also seek doubled dies or off-center strikes, though these are uncommon. In circulated grades, the 1966 cent is worth face value, but uncirculated examples, MS-60 to MS-65, range from $1,000 to $2,000, with higher grades, MS-66 Plus, reaching $501,000. The 1966 SMS cents, however, command premiums, often selling for $1,000–$2,000 depending on condition. Collectors should prioritize certification for high-grade or unusual pieces, as counterfeits and altered coins exist. The 1966 cents historical ties and condition-sensitive value make it a rewarding target for Lincoln Series completists and error hunters alike. Its enduring legacy ensures steady demand in the numismatic community. And thirdly, the 1968 D Lincoln Memorial 1 cent holds a special place in the world of numismatics, standing out not just as a continuation of a beloved coin series, but also as a symbol of mid-20th century American coinage. Struck at the Denver Mint during a period of economic and cultural transformation in the United States, this penny remains a favorite among collectors due to its accessible value, historical resonance, and occasional high-grade rarity. While it's a common coin in circulated condition, high-quality uncirculated specimens or those with unique die varieties or mint errors elevate its desirability. The coin's blend of historical significance, artistic simplicity, and investment potential keeps it in steady demand among collectors of all levels. The 1968 D Lincoln cent was minted during a time when the United States was adjusting to the elimination of silver in its circulating coins and grappling with major societal changes. Following the assassination of President John F. Kennedy and the intensifying conflict in Vietnam, the year 1968 was marked by social unrest and national introspection. The cent, featuring President Abraham Lincoln, carried a symbolic reminder of unity and perseverance. As part of the Lincoln Memorial Cent Series, 1959-2008, this coin commemorated the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth, having replaced the wheat ear reverse with the Lincoln Memorial design in 1959. The D Mint mark identifies it as a product of the Denver Mint, one of the nation's key coin-producing facilities, known for its high output and efficiency. The obverse of the coin showcases the familiar profile of Abraham Lincoln, originally designed by Victor David Brenner in 1909. Brenner's depiction remains one of the most iconic and enduring images on American coinage. On the reverse, Frank Gasparo's rendering of the Lincoln Memorial is not only architecturally detailed, but also historically notable, as it features a tiny representation of Lincoln seated inside the monument, an unusual inclusion of a person within the reverse of a coin. Composed of 95% copper and 5% zinc, the coin weighs 3.11 grams and has a diameter of 19.05 millimeters. Coins in uncirculated condition often display a rich reddish hue, prized by collectors for its aesthetic and monetary value, especially when the surfaces are free from marks and wear. In terms of rarity, the 1968 D Lincoln cent is not considered scarce in circulated condition due to a relatively high mintage of over 2.8 billion coins. However, what sets certain specimens apart are their pristine conditions, full red, RD luster, or the presence of die errors such as doubled dies or repunched mint marks, RPMs. Coins graded MS666 red or higher by services like PCGS or NGC are significantly rarer and draw heightened interest at auctions. Given the large production volume, finding a perfectly struck example with strong luster, minimal contact marks, and sharp details remains a challenge, thereby increasing its value in the upper echelons of grading. Market values for the 1968 D Lincoln cent vary widely based on condition and certification. In typical circulated grades, it holds nominal value, often just a few cents. However, in high mint state grades like MS65RD, the value can climb to $10–20. Exceptional pieces graded MS66RD or MS67RD can command prices from $50 to several $100s, depending on eye appeal and market activity. Error coins, especially those with dramatic RPMs or clear doubled dies, have sold for even higher premiums. As interest in copper-era Lincoln cents remains strong, the coin continues to appreciate modestly, especially in the context of copper value and collector interest in late 1960s coins. For collectors seeking to add a 1968 D Lincoln cent to their collection, it's essential to prioritize condition and authenticity. Look for coins with original red luster, clean fields, and sharp detail, particularly around Lincoln's beard and the steps of the memorial. Certification from a reputable grading service like PCGS or NGC not only verifies authenticity, but also enhances resale value. Store coins in acid-free holders or slab cases to protect them from oxidation and environmental damage. When purchasing, consider established dealers, the 1968 D Lincoln Memorial 1 cent, is more than just a mid-century coin. It's a piece of American history, reflecting the legacy of Abraham Lincoln and the coinage trends of a transformative era. Its timeless design, widespread appeal, and occasional high-grade rarity make it a worthwhile pursuit for collectors and investors alike. While common in circulation, truly exceptional examples provide both aesthetic satisfaction and market value, reinforcing the coin's enduring presence in the numismatic world. Whether you're a beginner building a Lincoln cent set or a seasoned collector chasing top-grade specimens, the 1968 D cent offers a compelling blend of heritage, artistry, and collectible potential. And now we explore the 1971 Lincoln Memorial 1 cent coin, stands as a cornerstone of American numismatics, an everyday coin with a legacy that transcends its face value. While millions of these cents were struck for circulation, the 1971 Lincoln cent captivates collectors today due to its blend of historical continuity, design evolution, and notable minting anomalies. It remains highly sought after not only as part of a complete Lincoln cent collection, but also as a specimen with distinct characteristics that can command surprising premiums in pristine condition. Its enduring presence in the hobby reflects the broader appeal of collecting iconic American coinage that offers both accessibility and hidden value. First introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth, the Lincoln cent became the first U.S. coin to feature a real historical figure. The 1971 issue belongs to the Lincoln Memorial sub-series, which ran from 1959 to 2008, showcasing the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse instead of the wheat ears used from 1909 to 1958. Minted during a period of national change, the 1971 cent quietly reflects the evolving American landscape, both socially and economically. It was struck at 3 locations: Philadelphia, no mint mark; Denver, D, and San Francisco, S, with the latter producing both regular and proof coins. This year's mintage also came at the tail end of the Vietnam War era and during a time of rising inflation, giving the coin subtle historical resonance as a relic of 1970s America. Visually, the 1971 Lincoln Memorial cent features the familiar bust of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, designed by Victor David Brenner. His initials, VDB, are subtly placed at the shoulder of the bust. The reverse, by Frank Gasparo, showcases the Lincoln Memorial in sharp relief, with an almost hidden image of Lincoln visible between the columns in high-grade examples. The coin was struck in a composition of 95% copper and 5% zinc, weighing 3.11 grams with a diameter of 19.05 millimeters. What makes this coin stand out in high-grade condition is the sharpness of strike and clarity of the details, especially the steps of the Lincoln Memorial and Lincoln's profile, which are often weak. In circulated pieces, proof versions minted in San Francisco exhibit mirror-like fields and frosted devices, enhancing their visual appeal. In terms of rarity, most 1971 Lincoln cents are common in circulated grades, with over 1.9 billion produced in Philadelphia alone. However, scarcity emerges when seeking coins in uncirculated, mint state condition, particularly at MS-66 and above. Collectors prize full red, RD examples that show no signs of toning or circulation wear. Even more intriguing are error varieties such as doubled dies, especially the 1971 doubled die obverse, DDO, where strong doubling appears on the date and inscriptions. These errors, though rare, significantly elevate a coin's desirability and market value. The San Francisco proof version, 1971S, also has a recognized DDO that fetches substantial premiums. Market values for the 1971 Lincoln Memorial cent can vary widely based on condition and variety. A standard 1971 cent in circulated condition is worth only its face value, but uncirculated examples graded MS-65 RD typically sell for $500 to $1,500. Higher grades like MS-66 RD or better can command $500 to $1,000, depending on strike quality and eye appeal. Error varieties such as the 1971 DDO can reach several $100s, with exceptional pieces selling for over $1,000. Proof coins graded PR69 Deep Cameo from the San Francisco Mint are valued between $1,000 and $5,000, with doubled die proofs reaching well into the hundreds. These values are driven by collector demand, condition rarity, and auction trends, particularly among those building complete Lincoln cent sets. For collectors aiming to acquire a 1971 Lincoln cent worth keeping, focus on eye appeal, strike sharpness, and color. Seeking full red coins that show minimal spotting or blemishes. Certification by reputable grading services like PCGS or NGC is critical for high-value examples and essential when dealing with error varieties to confirm authenticity. Store coins in acid-free holders or coin flips and avoid excessive handling to maintain luster. The 1971 Lincoln Memorial 1 cent represents more than a simple copper coin. It embodies a bridge between America's past and its modern era of coinage. From its historical roots in the Lincoln series to its subtle artistry and collectible era varieties, it offers a rich collecting experience for numismatists at all levels. Whether hunted in rolls, discovered in old change jars, or showcased in graded holders, this cent continues to captivate enthusiasts seeking both historical connection and potential value. As the years pass, well-preserved examples and rare errors only grow scarcer, making this coin an enduring and worthy addition to any American coin collection.